You call that radio, more like a TV show, on almost every night.
It's you call that radio. We are live for the Poet of the Year Poetry Slam. Who is the greatest poet in the universe? In the entire universe. Who's the greatest poet in the universe? We're going to find out tonight. We've got 9 poets here. And I'm going to go. We've got some judges with us. We've got Shelltoe Mel in the house. Hello, Shelltoe Mel.
Hello.
Hello,
How's it
Martin.
going?
Martin Windebank's in the house.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome.
I hope you're ready for some poetry.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost ready. I think I'm a bit out of time. My sync's out of time. They've got a whole bunch of poets in the background ready to come on. And look, we've got 9 of the greatest poets of all time. And they're competing to find out who the greatest poet in the universe is. We've also got Jim Monaghan, who is live on the phone. He's not able to give us a video call. Hopefully we'll get a live video from him. But worst case scenario, he will be on the phone. So we've got that. Everyone tuned in. We've got shout outs to Lana Young, who's a new YouTube member. Hello, Lana. Hello, Epi, who's been a member for 21 months. And It's exciting times. Now, there's a lot of people that say art is subjective. You can't put a numerical value on art. We disagree with that, Martin. And can you tell us why we disagree with that?
Why do we disagree with that? Well, something I often think about, what's it called? Quantifying is certainly, a thing that's been introduced and I guess in recent times to the art world is where you can, take a piece of art and you can value it. Depends how much you value. You can put a decimal point.
Between 0 and 10. Between 0 and 10.
I usually
judge everything we see tonight from 0 to 10.
I like fractions. I don't like necessarily, straight up 1 to 10 or 0. Actually, like recently decided that 0 was quite important. So 0 to 10 is I think it's passé. Might even say avant-garde or something. I think it's now about the decimal point, and it's about going down to those,
It's all about the decimal points.
Lower fractions, I would say, down into the nethers of
Well, it's
numbers.
great to have you on, Martin, because this is the third. Sorry if I talk over anyone. I'm on a different frequency from everyone, as usual. But it's great to have Martin Windebank. Everyone, this is the third year in a row that he's been the judge of our Poet of the Year competition. Right. The winner of tonight, the top 3. We're going to have 9 poets, and the top 3 go all the way to the final, which is November the 11th at Room 2. Two venues, one night, 0 fucks. The 11th of November, we've got Loki, the Orwell Prize winning Dan McGarvey, is putting his hip hop hat back on, and he's going to play a rare hip hop set. We've got Nigel Clark, the lead singer from Dodgy, the Britpop legends. We've got Captain Hotknives, the funniest man in Europe, coming all the way up from Yorkshire. And we've got Ting, who many will know is the voice of Super Styling by Groove Armada. And then we've got a secret rave for the after party. It's called Gratitude and Attitude. I put a link in the comments if anyone wants to get a ticket. Most importantly, the Poet of the Year final. This is the semi-final. So the top 3 tonight will go through to the final. Shelltoe Mel knows a bit about slam finals. I think you've taken part in the last 2, but this year you're now judge. What advice would you give to our poets tonight?
What advice? Look into the audience's eyes. Give them your soul. Tell them what they need to know, and most of all, look fresh. Yeah. Fabulous.
Fresh.
Yep.
It's time for our first poet. Now, our first poet isn't actually taking part in the slam. The first poet was actually our winner last year, the 2022 Poet of the Year, and it's KIrsty Heggie, who I believe is here live. And what we're going to do is, it's great to see you, KIrsty.
Hello,
And
Mark.
looking fresh, as Shelltoe well suggested. Let's KIrsty, you won it last year. What we're going to do just now is we're going to show everyone what it is. So for the first poet, we're going to randomly select everyone on the Wheel of Fortune, all the poets. So everyone's got a fair chance of going next, or first or last. So we're just going to show everyone how it goes. So KIrsty's not actually officially in this competition, but she did win it last year. Take it away, KIrsty.
Hello, everyone. Sound all right, yeah? Okay, so
Sounds great.
thanks, Mark. So last year, I did do a poem called "Siren of Iris." Now the lyrics have changed a bit because I've changed a bit. See how that works? Yeah. So yeah, this is it's a mixture of poetry and song, and because I'm not a contestant this year, I feel like I'm going to just do a wee bit of singing as well as poetry. So without further ado. I am the voice of the beginning, when the world was just a watery mass, to tell you, you must use your life before your time does come to pass. You've fallen to depths of darkness, but I have come to you. For there's a song you were made to sing, and things you were made to do. I've sent you a goddess, Iris of the rainbow. And I clear your heart and I clean your vision like the dust and grime from a dirty window. And through your eyes I now peer out, casting light from the shadows of doubt. Hear me, aria, sea maiden, use your siren sound. Cast your loving spell to souls in hell upon the ground. A messenger of water shares a message for the land. Aria, use your voice for goodness, to compel and to command. Under the restless waters, once exiled like the dawn, now she found the will to sing a song to lift the land. There's a fire in the forest and a smoke that eats the heart. The planet screams, have a love for me, or we'll all be torn apart. All the waters of the deep cannot ease the world above. Lured by death you once were, but now you're lured by love. Have you heard all the sea siren who lured men with her breath? Even singstress sea maiden can be lured to her death. So long have you been locked away, searching the abyss. Here I am to bring you the life I give you now a kiss. I'll take you to the sunken ship. A lifetime ago I sailed proudly with my lover, but we sank to the realms below. Does he sail without me now, or did he meet his end? He was quite the sailor, and too an earthly friend. Now I am a guardian who swims the veins of life, but fire in the heart of Gaia cuts her cords like knives. Have you heard of the creatures who dwell well upon the earth, and yet they rape the holy land, and I know not whom they serve? Perhaps the siren's song could cure their wicked ills, but my song is for salvation, and sing it now I will. All waters of the deep cannot ease the world above. Lured by death, you once swear, but now you're lured by love. Have you heard of a sea siren who allures men to their deaths? But even the songstress sea maiden can do good with her breath. You swam the depths of darkness, and yet I followed thee, and I have shown you visions that now are your responsibility. Learn to share your magic upon the solid ground, for I've gifted you with the words to tell of the treasures you have found, and I know you are dysphoric and want to leave the world behind. But let me tell you, darling, there are treasures that you will need to find.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's amazing from Kirsty. Well done. Last year's champion, showing how it's done. And we'll go to the judges. We'll start off with Shelltoe Mel.
Wow, that's how you start. Woohoo! So clean. Yep, really, really good.
Cheers. Cheers, Mel.
Yeah, really enjoyed that.
We need a number off you. We need a number.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to do. I've decided I'm going to judge because I judge normally at dance competitions, so I'm going to do it in a hand style. So, can you see?
Is that a 10?
Ooh, that was good.
No, I can't start at 10. No, I can't start at 10. Can I? Can I start at 10? Oh no, here we go. Right.
Yeah, you can do what you want. It doesn't really matter.
10.
This is
Yes! Fucking did
It's
it.
a 10. It's a 10. And Martin Windebank, what did you make?
Well, it's just such a rich tapestry of the senses, you know, and like an epic saga going all through, you know, the undulations of a tapestry of words, you know, so deep and lingering, you know, that it's difficult to move on from it. How do you? I mean, that was last year's champion, so. And quite rightly so. I mean, that left us all stunned. We were like,
Thank
where do
you.
we go from here, you know. You've got to have a 2023 edition. So I know I put a number on it, but I mean, how can you can't put decimal points on things like that, you know. You just got to go for the big numbers, you know. Quite rightly so. That was a big number. I've actually got to give a number for it though.
Yes, you've got to give it a number for it. That's the whole point. It's a poetry slam.
I know,
We're putting a numerical value on everything.
Kirsty's not featuring in the running though, is she? Is she in it?
She's not. But we're just trying to show people how it works. So you just need to give it a number.
10.
10.
Woohoo! Yes!
We've got a 10. So we've got a 10 from Mel. Where's
Thanks, guys.
Rebecca
Thank
Radical?
you.
Normally I've picked.
I know you better get counting, Mark.
Please, Rebecca Radical, you're supposed to be doing the scares and the dares, because unfortunately, Sammy B had to cancel at the last minute, and Rebecca said she would be here, so hopefully she'll be doing it later on. But that's 10 plus 10, which is 20, and then we go to Jim. Jim Monaghan is. We should hopefully get a live feed to him just now. Jim, can you hear us? Jim, can you hear us? Jim.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim.
He said that's a 5. He's typed in that's a 5. We can't get a live. So Jim's giving it a 5. So that's 10 plus 10 is 25, which is a brilliant score. Well done, Kirsty. If you were in this tournament, you'd have a good chance of winning. But you're not, because you're the champion of last year. But do you have any advice for people, and do you have anything to promote before we start the competition properly?
My advice would be alternate between getting lost in the feeling and really, really concentrating. You know, if you can bring a mixture of just pure feeling, almost kind of like spontaneity and I mean, sometimes I just like add an extra word in or add something new, you know, just so that you are in the present moment, but just have that stability where you know what you're doing next. Because sometimes it can sound a bit automated, you know. So, anywho, I now perform as Aria, ARRIA. So that's on TikTok, on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, not much, but it's all there, Aria Music. There's a good couple of songs on TikTok that are doing quite well, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more gigs in Edinburgh and Glasgow and other places. So thank you so much for having me, Mark, and good luck, everyone. Smash it.
Thank you, Kirsty. And we're ready for our first competitor of the day. It is, we're going to go to the random name picker. So it's all fair. It's a game of chance. Who will be the first name out the hat? Let's find out. Let's go to the wheel, the random names. Let's give it a spin. And first up, Stephen Brackenridge. Are you there, Stephen? Let's see. Stephen is the first of the night. And let me see if I can find them. I don't, because I think there's too many people in the studio just now. So I'm just going to respectfully kick a couple of people out the studio just now, just so that we've got space for our first poet of the night. And I think that's Stephen coming in just now. There he is. Hello, Stephen. Please take it away, Stephen. Welcome.
How you doing?
Call that Radio Poet of the Year. What I would say about Kirsty's poem, although it was fantastic, I think she maybe went over the 3 minutes slightly. So we're trying to keep everyone under 3 minutes. Or the judges may or may not take points off you. But that's the only rule. Take it away, Stephen.
Cool. Yeah, this one's called Partick Thistle. Partick Thistle is the answer. We've gotten it all wrong. Tell it out via poetry. Sing it out in song. World peace is within touch when prying fists are ready to fly. Some drunk guys ask who you support and how and when and why. You know what words to commentate. They calm the coming waves. But you don't know the goalie's name or if he's good at saves. It's okay though, they will move on as long as it's not 2 syllables. So without pause, just say the team for which the league's not winnable. Partick Thistle, that placid plant that stopped many a stabbing. To be asked by 4 broad shoulders, it's a quandary worth not having. You'll know it's probably BS, but you'll find it really handy. And somewhere in your brain, best have some facts about John Lambie. Chick Charlie and that mascot that looks like the sun just came, lest you get a kicking in the greeting Glasgow rain. They even ask Miss Scotland on her way to winning a sash. She'll sweetly say the thistle, lest the world doth turn to ash. And all who walk this earthly pageant must know of the safe words. Mask those inner feelings of blue bears and free-flying birds. If you'd like to know and to which team my beating heart is cleaved, though neither thug nor bully of this fact, you'll be relieved. In truth, I'm a peaceful man and don't share it around. That grand old team to which my soul and reveries are bound. I'll keep it stum, magnanimous, in case you go dyspeptic. In fact, no, do you know what? It's the boys at Green! That's Celtic! There you go.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And yeah, we've actually clashed with a Celtic game tonight, which we're aware of. What can you do? There's just too many Celtic and too many Champions League games. You're always going to clash in the midweek. And that was Stephen Brackenridge. Fantastic. Well done. Let's go to the judges. Let's go to Shelltoe Mel. First of all.
I know nothing about football, so I don't know who John Lambie is, but it was interesting to hear Miss Scotland mentioned, and I'll always do like your stuff, Stephen. It's always really good, and I like your delivery. So what I'd say is, I'm going to say, right, how do I do this in fingers? 7.5.
It's a 7.5 from Shelltoe Mel. Let's move on to the other judge, Martin Windebank.
How you doing? I like the imagery, and I like that. You know, I don't think probably Partick Thistle gets enough coverage. I think, you know, there's other teams that probably get more. Probably, you know, it's good to hear from that. I don't watch a lot of football myself, but I enjoyed like I say, the imagery. I liked the vibe of it. You know, it was I don't know, it's dignified. You know, in terms of football, there was no, you know, it was a nice version of football. It's maybe like what football supporting could be for other teams, just a bit more light-hearted, and another, you know, don't take it too seriously. And I enjoyed that. And I think it's an important message for teams, like, you know, having I don't know, poetry as a medium for a football team to convey a message about its, you know, about its wishes and desires, or its fears, or its I don't know. It's I guess its place, how the fans perceive themselves in terms of yourself there, giving us that insight.
And how would you perceive it in the case of a number between 1 and 10, Martin?
Well, I was thinking 7.5 myself as you were saying it, but then Shelltoe Mel has said 7.5. Am I allowed to say 7.5 as well?
No, that's fine. 7.5
Okay.
It is. Of course you are.
I would give an extra.
Let's go to Jim.
I want to give an extra 0.5 for his shirt. I like that shirt.
Good.
So that's an 8.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? I've just
yeah.
my notepad. Right, okay. This is just right, okay. No,
Let's
it's fine.
give him an extra.
No.
Decision is
No.
final unless
7.5, I'll stick with it.
it's all right. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's like, just change the rules as you want, Mel. Just change the rules as long as you're happy. It's fine.
No,
Absolutely
they'll
fine.
take
So,
the
Stephen,
5
got an eight
off.
from Mel.
But I'm just going to mention the garments, because I appreciate the artwork in the back. But I know that's got fuck all to do with poetry. But I appreciate that.
But what does have a lot to do with poetry is the king of poetry himself, Jim Monaghan, and the prime minister of poetry, I would say, actually. He's like the prime minister of poetry. Hopefully you could hear that okay. Jim, would you like to give us a score? What do you think of the poem?
5.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to that? No. Okay, it's a 5 from Jim. Jim has given that a 5. So that was an 8, a 7.5 and a 5, which is a very high score. And it's a score that I will add up in due time. Thank you very much for the feedback, Jim. Very chatty tonight, indeed. Right, let's go to, I think it's time to get the next poet. Let's go and get the next poet. Let's go. So if we can press this, we should be able to go. Thank you, Stephen. I'm going to respectfully kick you out the studio just now, man. But basically what's going to happen is the top 3 poets the top 6 poets will do a second poem. So that's what we're doing. So we're just rattling through the first 9. In fact, we've only got 8 because Frankie Boyle's not going to make it anymore. So let's go. Who is next on the Wheel of Fortune? Remove his name and let's go and spin that wheel. Who could it be? Poet number 2 coming up. Oh, is it going to be... Oh, it was nearly Cammy, but it's actually Susie Briggs. And I believe Susie is already backstage in the studio. Hello, Susie. How are you doing?
Hiya. Hello, how are you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Very well.
Good.
I can hear you fine, Susie. Please take it away.
All right. Quick the context. Rabbie Burns wrote a poem called O Tibby, I Hae Seen the Day. It's a 10-verse poem about how she was a stuck-up cow because she dared to patch him on the way home for the kirk. They used to go out with each other. So this is her response. Oh, Rabbi, I hae seen the day you would muck me sigh. Wi' words laced wi' promised love, but truth I caredna buy. Aye, I saw you on the moor. I geck at you noo, no 'cause you're poor. You treated me like yin of your whores, and I cannae tell the lies. Aye, I come hame on Sunday last. By then glamour's spell became uncast, severing ties o' tender past, and truth o' that care I. But I doubt nae man that you man think you lost your charm for I hae clink. But it's no for gowd that I shrink, my love for it to die. Poor hurt Rabbi, greeting in the dark. I pity that lass doon at yon park. I want tuck her in the sark. In truth, I caredna buy. Blame me, Rabbi, for haeing gear, gun and screeve a love nae mair. 10 hale verses to say you didn't care. I'll wager that's a lie. Your pride's been dunted, no you're hurt. For me, a lassie chose another earth. I want plough wounded in the dirt and utter your reasons as to why. It's no the money that mucks me mean. It's the flirting you do on the scene. And so what, for decide I'm a queen? And look sae proud and high. So,
Brilliant stuff. Let's go off to the. Did that work okay? Sorry, I'm just this the judges thing. Anyway, that was fantastic, Susie. Well done.
You're welcome.
Well done.
Thank you.
Let's go to Shelltoe Mel. What did you make of that?
I really enjoyed that. That's one of the ones that I would like to hear again because, like the language, obviously, you take it in the second listen, but the flow and everything and what it was talking about, like so proud and high. Treat me like one of your whores and all that. I liked your I liked as well your delivery.
Thank you.
It was nice, no rushed or whatever, just chilled, good flow. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you, Shelltoe Mel. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to hear it again, but I know we don't have time. Do you want my?
We don't have time.
Do you want my number?
Yes, we'd like a number between a numerical number between 0 and 10, please.
Okay. 8.
Thank you.
It's an 8. It's a high score. It's a number 8, and we go to Martin Windebank. What did you make?
Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah, felt transported to another time, but also there was like some contemporary language there as well, or some contemporary ideas, but with older language. It was interesting. I really found that interesting, and also hear that voice and that point of view. I think is very valid because something that we don't hear about. We always hear, about the bard and everyone stands up at all the big do's like, hey, the bard and all that, but we don't hear from the other people that might be associated with them really, or their story was unheard in many respects. So it's sort of flying a flag for that.
Thank you.
It's great, and I would like to hear more. And as Shelltoe Mel said, it'd be good to hear it again because there's a lot in there, and I was like leaning. It was like leaning. I don't know which way it was, but I was kind of listening in, and I felt like I was drawn to it.
But it's online if you want to hear it again. It's out there. Oh, Rabbi, I hae seen the day.
It's already out there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning
It's
this
already
new.
out there. We don't have time to listen back to it right now because we've got 8 points to get through tonight.
I'd say 8.2.
So,
8.2.
It's an 8.2.
So specific.
Live to
The
Jive.
decimal points that you
It's a
need
high,
to get
high
in there.
score.
Didn't know you could do
that.
0.2.
When you hear that,
I think it's better that.
oh no, you get decimals.
The decimals are quite
Be critical.
critical.
Jim Moran, the Prime Minister of Poetry. Can we get a number? Did you enjoy that? What did you think?
5.
All right. Anything you'd like to add to that? Nope. Okay, so that was 8.2 and 5 from Susie. Actually, I forgot to read the comments, so we'll maybe read them out every second or third poem. Nice casual tale telling for Susie, like a gossiping wifey. Loved it, says Paul. Brilliant concept and twisted Burns, great work. Thanks, Susie. Amazing, great, true to the Burns style. Getting tilt, Susie.
Getting tilt.
House. That was smashing and really well delivered, says Stuart. Rabbi
Thank
Burns,
you very much.
says Cammy. Presentation is everything, says Epi. I think that's going back to Shelltoe Mel's other comments. Lindsay McGee saying football chants aren't poetry. That's a very controversial thing. I think she's referring to Stephen's poem. I think football chants are poetry, and I think some of the best songs are football chants. It's also songs, so I disagree strongly. A wee bit divisive, but passionately put over, says Epi, talking about the first poet there, and all the best troops, says Hendo. Colette's in the house. Not a Celtic fan, but well done, says Stuart. Big up all the contestants. Best of luck. This will be good, says Jay Lee. Cammy saying Martin's commentary wins already, chatting about tapestries. And going back to Kirsty's poem, it was very deep, atmospheric. That was a wee bit deep and dark. Thanks, Kirsty. And Danson said loved singing along with the poetry. That was good. That was good, says Stuart. Good luck, everybody, from FISA. We'll try and read out all the comments as they come in. Is it me or is Mark's audio low? It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm going to hopefully that's a wee bit better for you, but I think that makes me come out one side, but it makes me louder. We'll just try that. We'll try that for a wee while. Okay, Susie, well done. I'm going to respectfully kick you out the studio, and we'll maybe see you later on if you are get through to the next round, because we're going to get that down from 9 poets to 6. But I believe one of the poets is already a no-show. So yeah, let's go to the Wheel of Fortune and let's go to the Wheel of Fortune. If anyone sees Rebecca Radical, tell her to give us a shout as well. But let's go to the Wheel of Names, the random name picker, the Wheel of Fortune. That was Susie. Well done. So we're going to remove Susie's name from the wheel, and let's see who's next. It's Brian McKinnel. So let's see, is Brian backstage already? He is indeed. Welcome to You Call That Radio, Poet of the Year, Brian McKinnel. Please take it away.
Hiya, this is a wee poem. It's called The Thug. Young toy, the battle cry, as he hooked the boy and left a black eye. Come ahead, as he stamped his foot on the young lad's head with his Timberland boot. You're getting it, as he pulled out a knife. In a frenzied fit, he took the lad's life. Watch, it's the screws. The police, jailhouse blues, he was caught at the scene. Guilty of sin, rang in his ears, as the next of kin sat there in tears. Life behind bars, now he's a crim, no fast cars or women for him. Jailed for life, only a boy, for using his knife as he ran with a toy. Thank you.
Amazing stuff. Brilliant stuff, Brian. Let's go to Shelltoe Mel.
Oh, heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Aye. What would you say? Like, it's sharp, straight to the point. Your delivery really strong. I give it 7.5. 7.5.
A 7.5 from Mel, Martin Windebank.
fucking sounds like a true story, man. Pretty heavy, but real. You know, it was definitely, absolutely, like I felt it. You know, I still feel it. I still start sitting thinking about it. You know, so it's because it's deep. You know, you've got this kind of life for a life situation, really, and it's just that short, quick thing that probably, looking back on it, would be regrettable. You know, it's a shame, but that shit happens, doesn't it, as well? And again, it just shows poetry is one of these things that can, you know, that can tell that story like that and have that impact without, you know, reading it or seeing it on some shit TV thing. You know, it's got more power.
It's short and sharp. Like,
that delivery of that was just like, okay. So yeah, I really thought it was good. I think I'd like to give that an 8.5. That was great.
I love that. Thank you. Jim will give you a 5, sure.
An 8.5, which I'm
Looking forward to my 5 for Jim.
That's the highest. You never know. You know, he sometimes does 4.5s as well.
Oh no, I'm not going to get a 4 for you, Jim. Jim's going to give me a 4.
No. Yeah, he maybe. I don't think he likes being second guessed. Jim, what do you think?
5.
He's giving it a 5 again.
That's fair.
You called it. So that's a 7.5 from Mel, 8.5 from Martin, and a 5 from Jim. And I think that's the high score so far of the night. So well done, Brian. That's amazing. Comments wise, we got any comments coming in? A cautionary tale indeed, says Epi. Hendo gives it the muscles. What do you call that? The strong arm emoji. Sorry, hold on.
I call it the Incredible Hulk emoji.
The guns.
The Incredible Hulk emoji.
That's
Anyway,
my
it's a
pal.
positive. Strong. It's a strong stuff. It means strong stuff. Shouts to Hendo. Vicky says, "Wow, so true." Paul Farthing says, "Thought-provoking, true to life." Is it based on your own experience, Brian? Says Lindsay.
No, it's just something that was happening quite a lot back in the day, and the area I came from was Tory Glen, so the gang was called the Toy, and then it just went for there. So it was a story. It's developed. It was a story in the paper today. It was actually in Rutherglen Main Street. It was really, you know, it's along that line, you know.
I used to stay in Rutherglen Main Street.
Sorry.
Yeah, I used to
aye. So this is another thing. So it's still relevant. It's still relevant today. I wrote it in the 90s, and it's still relevant at this moment in time. You know what I mean? It's still relevant today. So I enjoyed reciting it, and but all my stuff isn't all that heavy. You know, I've got light-hearted stuff as well. I just thought that would be a good one to start with. You know,
it's good to have a mix.
Yep.
It's good to mix. I think we do normally talk about the winners of the Poetry Slam. It's a wee bit weird when you have a semi-final and you've got to keep some of your stuff for the final, which is the 11th as well. But it's good for, sorry, Lindsay's saying, is Marcus Jim on the phone or you replaying one clip? And Cammy's saying, Lindsay, didn't he break kayfabe, you grass? Kayfabe. That's one for all the wrestling fans out there. Amazing stuff, Brian. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I've enjoyed that.
I'm going to respectfully kick you from the studio just now, Brian.
Thank you.
And have a listen out for your name coming back out. So amazing stuff from Brian. And but that's the thing about a Poetry Slam is that it could be funny, it could be serious, and usually you tend to find that the champions can do a bit of everything. They can make you laugh and make you think. So let's go to the Wheel of Fortune and get our fourth poet of the night. So let's just see. I need to. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so let's see. So that was Brian, and we'll remove him from that, and we will spin the wheel. So we have 5 poets left tonight, and the best ones will come back on for a second poem. And tonight, next up is Erin Friel. So well done. Well done, Erin, for winning the wheel. I suppose Erin Friel, I believe, is backstage. Let me just check if she's there. She's not backstage yet. Erin Friel, could anyone want to just shout Erin Friel out your window until Erin appears? Erin isn't here yet. We'll spin it again until she turns up. Oh no, she's here. I think we just timed it wrong. Erin is here.
I'm here.
Erin Frail, thanks for joining us. Great to see you here. And you know the rules. Just try and keep it under 3 minutes and take it away.
Cool, no worries. So this is a piece I've wrote for my next up-and-coming EP whenever I get around to it. So this is called Hope. Hope was born with talent in her bloodstream. No, everybody always had the same dream. She wanted it so much, but she could only scream. With low income, she gained low self-esteem, but she kept singing, hoping for a new beginning. One reality can lead to multiple realities. Hope had a focus, far more than a fantasy. She's no a charity, just sees the world with clarity. She stands herself, no solidarity, it saddens me. Could have went out internationally, but she was blinded by the harsh reality. She was told she wasn't thinking rationally, so she stepped back passively. It changed her life dramatically. The only thing she hoped for was for sanctuary, some sort of canopy, a shelter from her own calamity. Nearly gave up, hope circumstantially. See, everything is possible when you're trying to achieve. Everything is possible. It will happen if you believe. Hope stayed hopeful. Giving up was a no-go. She's no boastful, but knows when to be vocal. She keeps it local, but is always thinking global. Sometimes our worlds get flipped upside down. Despair creeps in when hope's not around. But even when she's lost, hope can be found. And when you fall, she'll pick you back up from the ground and whisper in your ear that everything's sound. She's got you covered. Hope helps us recover, pulls us out of the gutter. She doesn't want us to suffer. And if you love her as much as she loves you, she'll keep her promise to you because she's honest and true. And when you're at the end of your tether, she'll come through like sunshine and shite weather, turning skies to blue. She'll tell you what you already knew. She'll turn the kettle on and she'll pour you a brew. Hope is what you want and desire. If you can aspire, it'll take you higher and higher. Hope fully understands us down to the wire. She doesn't preach to the choir when you're in the line of fire and everything's dire. When there's no hope in hell, with a little optimism, hope comes out her shell and you can bid farewell to any doubt. See, as long as you've got hope in your heart, she will always bail you out. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love that. Hope. Such a positive one. Just I love everything about it. Like your flow, like I keep saying the flow. I know. It's just so positive, so powerful, so uplifting, so fucking so spectacular. Can I not? I was going to say do this in the style of Prince, where he just says one word, because I don't have hundreds of words. So I'll do it in that style. Like here, I give it a fucking 10.
Yes.
10. Wow. 10.
That should be
a 10.
Yep, that should be in the side of buses and stuff like that. Should be everywhere.
Should be on the side of buses.
What?
The whole thing.
Amazing. Let's go to Martin Windebank. What you got to say about it?
Yeah, I mean that's I see what Mel's saying about it. I know the sentiment of the whole meaning of it. It's an uplifting. It's an uplifting experience to hear that. It just takes you up, and I feel like that it would be a good thing for people to, you know, to be a widespread message, you know.
Everybody needs a bit of hope in their life.
Everybody needs a bit of hope and a bit of optimism. So, and it, you know what, I'll be honest here. It kind of put me on a bit of a sort of an uncomfortable feeling, because I was at one point, because I was like, is this just going to keep going up? I don't know if I'm ready for this. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm equipped, because I don't necessarily know if I've got hope in every aspect of what you're saying here. It's like I'm tuning in. It's like, is there hope there? Is it, you know? And there is questioning, because it's, if you look at the world, I guess it's, you know, having an ultra positive message that's kind of like just really like, you know, it's got a kind of time signature to it that, you know, I wouldn't say that all poetry should have a dedicated time signature, but I feel like something that's kind of needs a clock needs to hit at the right time. Just keep going, because if you listen to it and it's all over the place, maybe you're not going to follow it. But if it's regimented, and then maybe it will just take you to the right place, you know. It's certain, you know.
Martin, could you put a number on it?
It's tricky for me to put a number on it, you know.
Do you want me to leave and you can put a number on it?
We'll try. Try.
Right, I'll go.
Try put a number on it.
Okay, I'm going to go for 8.7. All right.
8.7, that's great. Some extra decimals for me to count up. Excellent. And let's go to we've got some comments. So just stay there, Erin, just now, because we've got some comments to read from the people tuned on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, please go to youtube.com/recall that radio, because it just sounds and looks a bit better over there, and we're trying to get our numbers and our subscribers over there. Jim, what did you make of that?
Sorry, but 5.
Well, that was at least he said sorry this time. He said sorry. That's the first time he's actually said anything, but it's a 5. So I think that was maybe even a 4.9 in Jim's world, but he's given it a 5. Let's quickly go to the comments for people tuned in. All of them so far is amazing, says Julie. It was fully engaged, powerful and very well delivered, says Mary. Cammy says, if Martin likes fractions and decimals so much, he should try it with what they call a 3.5 at half quarter. Jim is a stingy feck. Yeah, I think so. He's not dishing out many points tonight at all, even by his standards. Mel giving it some love, says Epi. It's a love heart from Hendo. Love it, says Julie. Erin putting it together. Cheers like that. Colette says, bra, Erin, love, baby doll. The best in yet, says Stuart. Lindsay says, Erin, love your words, passion and flow. As usual, evoking emotions and goosebumps. That's amazing, Erin. Uplifting, like that. Aria, who if you're on YouTube, go and give Aria a follow. That's KIrsty Heggie, our first poet of the night and last year's champions. She's saying love it, so uplifting and relatable. Erin delivers, which I believe is Tam on the Twitch. He says Erin delivers. So yeah, amazing. Okay, Erin, that's a high score. So I think we might see you back, but anything can happen at this stage. I'm going to respectfully kick you out the studio, and what's in it for your name while you're secretly watching the Celtic match, please.
Thank you.
We'll see you maybe back later on. Bye, Erin. Yep. So, and then how many we got left? Not many. Let's go to the Wheel of Fortune, which is. We've got 4 poets left, so let's just remove Erin's name from this. And we'll give it a spin. 4 poets left. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody. Well, we do know. It's Donald Jenkins. Live from Newcastle. Is he here? He is here. Hello. Donald Jenkins.
Hello.
Hey.
How's my volume?
Your volume sounds good, man.
Okay. Is it ever too old to go out raving in your 40s? I don't know. Is it acceptable to be taking swedges and going to listen to Ultrasonic inside the slam tent and when you're 45? I don't know. Is Wiegand Raj overdosing on strobe flicker? It gets all close encounters of a club tribe in here. It's all slick bellies out with skinny ribs, belted up with sweat-soaked trackies. I want to join Get Out, tops off like these streaks of piss, but the bassline's not the only thing that's wobbling. As a northerner, my trouble seems to be heading south. I'm scared I'll scare yous with my cascading moves, doubting alibis for crimes I never commit. No, I'm not a pedo. No, I'm not an undercover police. Honest, I just like raves. Yeah, still at my age. I relish days of being ID'd by the doorman, taking it as a compliment. I cherish praise you still look like you're in your 20s. It boosted my confidence. And while I envy their sparkling hue, cheeks full-bodied, I know my enthusiasm has been perishing for a decade. I've had my second win so many times, the room is starting to stink. Millennials come up, pass, generations rise the ranks. Yesterday's fresh face are now starting to crack, which means I'm fucking ancient. Where my twinkle toes meet crow's feet, lines mark the dance floor. I'm told I approach my swagger with the steel savvy of a failing politician attempting to dad dance to ABBA on the wrong side of the cha-cha slide of 40. I used to spend so much time, money, blagging at the front of the queue. Now I dream of bypassing the club straight for the after party, absorbing the euphoric boom of my own playlist with fiction burns from stroking chin slouched on the sidelines of the living room. Instead, I stay here fumbling this music, their music, rebranded, repackaged hype. It's all just a remix of a remix, an imitation much paler from where it was derived. And as I denigrate their selector, I repeat, I remember when the pills were better. Whilst getting irate about arms erect, the air exempt of the neon flutter of toasting glow sticks, celebrating the moment. Instead, illuminated by a sea of mobiles, too transfixed and distilling a garbled profile of this too disposable present. Surely it's time to eject this cassette playing on half speed. Its overspooled sellotape joins seem warped through repetition. The thing is, I never got into stamp collecting, fishing, jogging. This has been my health kick since my teens. Retiring, not an option. So I enter, committing to be an elder of this tribe. My tribe. Getting all close. Gan and Raj, overdosing on strobe flicker.
Yes.
Yes.
Donald Jenkins from Newcastle. Let's go to Shelltoe Mel.
Oh man, I can relate. No, I'm older. But I totally relate. Everything. No, well, I can relate, but I don't have cascading moves. I do have twinkle toes and crow's feet.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, the hashtag is cascading moobs.
You need to get a top with that. Cascading moves. Oh man,
Yeah,
that
if you're on Twitter
so
or the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can join the conversation with cascading moobs. Mel,
that line. I just like raves. Well, I don't like raves, but I just like hip hop. And I don't like stamp collecting either, man. So, aye. You just like what you're like, your tribe. If you've got your tribe, then you're good.
Well, I'm also the hip hop tribe too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, give us a number. We're running out of time, Mel.
All right. Right, I'll give it a...
Well, I've just realised the Club Anyway's on at 9 o'clock. Just this talking raves just made me realise that you call that radio's going to go live to Club Anyway at 9 o'clock, and we've still got another round. So let's rattle through this.
I'll give it a 9.5.
Number out of 10, please.
What?
9.5.
9.5.
Martin, take it away.
I would give a wee 2 for the wee thing in the background.
Yeah, I mean,
2 for the thing in the background.
Yeah,
His blind matches his top.
Okay.
Well, if I was there, man,
So is this 9.7? Is this a 9.7? Be clear to me. I'm not good at maths at the best of times, and these are not the best of times.
Man.
That was it. You know, it's like how old is too old to rave, but probably not. He could probably rave. Could rave the oldest raver in the world. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want to be, isn't it? You know, still the oldest when you get there. But at the same time, all that, you know, phones and, you know, all the remixes are remixes, and, you know, the commentary of the music stuff, but also the the social aspect of it and everything does open a lot of questions and a lot of food for thought, and I really appreciated it. And I know Donald's a man who knows what he's talking about when it comes to that respect, obviously. So yeah, so it's, you know, I mean, it's good material there and very well delivered, and I liked it. Made me laugh, and it made me think. So and I think those are are good qualities in a poem. So I'm going to give it a good score here. I'll give it a 9 for Donald there. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a 9, and we're not even going to bother with Jim Monaghan because we know it's a 5. So Jim is giving it a 5. He's texting me. So it's a high score, though. It's a high score, but I think we just assume that Jim's going to give everyone a 5 tonight. But that was a high score for Donald. Well done, Donald. I'm going to respectfully kick you out the studio now because we are going to move on back to the Wheel of Fortune and see who's next. Now, actually, I believe that we might actually have a replacement for Frank, who's been our substitute replacement, but we will find out. But let's spin the wheel, and we've got 3 left in the meantime. And we have Alan Gray, who I believe is making his slam debut. Alan Gray, take it away.
Can you hear me okay, guys?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Come on, darkness, my old friend. Feel the still of the night. The moon super huge. Got mist to my ankle. Rose winding, super moon. My breath is my friend. Huffing and puffing, gasping, clouds that dispense. The silence is deafening. I'm walking at home from a night of great thunder. What I would do to be... Sorry, this is my mom. I'm walking at home from a night of great thunder. What I would do to be walking this road with a friend, or a pal, or even a foe. The clouds casted over them in natural light. My thoughts are wandering now. My hair's up on edge. It was a homely country road, but now the devil's instead. Where's the sound of the engine I could hear? I could hear. Clackety, clackety, clack, clackety, clackety, clack. The sound of the engine made me not fear. With my thumb in the air, I could hear my blood flow, my blood draining from my face. I knew it was close. Just feeling the blood draining from my face, I shouted my name and shook a demon's embrace. Oh, such a warm sight to see the driver's warm force. Clackety clack, clackety clack, clackety clack. We stopped safely at the road onto the trail. Yes, it can't you were stuck. Because you know, this is the devil's trail. My face is as white as a bushy fox tail. He said, "Jump in, big chap, I'll drop you down him." And that is my poem of freedom. Myself.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And that was Alan Gray's first ever slam poem, and he's also doing his first ever comedy gig on the 12th of November at Drygate, so he's been keeping busy. Shelltoe Mel, how would you rate that?
A very relaxed delivery with interesting, would you say ad-libs or like guest appearance by, is it your mum? And very relaxed.
Yeah, that was quite good. I mean, that was almost like a duet. I mean, is that cheating? Do we take points off for that? For like having like a duet, like a back and forth, a hype man, a generic hype lady. In the background?
I did quite a. It's not been done before, so he's breaking new ground. You know what I mean? And also the atmosphere of the thing. I was, I think I give it a good one, good score just for the general haunting atmosphere. The really kind of.
Give us a score then. Give us a score.
I think it's
a number. Put a number on that.
Around this time of year, I would say that something like that. Listening to that, it's. Wonder where they were going. You know what I mean? What's going on?
Maybe the light off and a torch in the face, sort of thing.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool. I liked the onomatopoeia as well. That was good. Clickety clack, clickety clack. But I mean, I can't do things like that. He's obviously a master of it. So, so I go for like an 8.1 for that.
An 8.1. And sorry, that was the other one. 8.1 because we did it back to front. Mel, you haven't given us a number yet.
Right. I'll give it a 7. 7.2.
7 and a 7.2, and Jim's given it a 5 via text message. So that's a good score. The comments coming in say a few things. His mum was shouting, "You should win the telly," right? She said, "I'm trying to win the telly. I'm trying to win, you call that radio telly." A dark tale to freak Edgar Allan Poe, says Epimoo. Great Scots and passion, loves the onomatopoeia. Audio too low, says Ian Hendo. Yeah, I would agree with that. The audio wasn't brilliant, but I don't know if it was just my headphones. Watching back on replay, well done, Brian. Shout outs to Alan for beating me in a rap battle once. No, the best, says Stuart, fuck's sake. Harsh. Hecklers, says Epi. I did shout out the comments for Donald. Donald said we got a few hashtags for cascading moves. I feel your pain, Donald, with aging ravers zeitgeist. Great delivery, wonderful, trippy, but I liked it. Yes. And love this, Donald says. Fisa Don is muckle, which is a word that me and Tam learned at Lindisfarne this year. Muckle's a great band as well. You should check out on the Lindisfarne Festival Transporter. Okay, Alan. Well, we're going to do some maths. We might see you back. But bye, Al. And we've got 2 left on the wheels. Do you know what I think we're going to do tonight? I don't think we're going to get through like picking 5 poems and then another 5. So I think we're just going to pick the top 3 out of the scores we've already got. Or otherwise it'll just go on and on and on. We'll miss club anyway. So I think that's the best way to do it. So if we go back to the wheel of fortune here, we do have a special wild card in who's replaced Francis Rafferty, who can sadly no longer make it. So, but because the wild card's not here yet, and I know that How Do Been and Kamehameha have been waiting patiently since 5 to 8, or maybe even earlier. So we'll go for them first, and then we'll bring the wild card in third. And it looks like it's How Do Been. Congratulations, How Do Been. Let's see. I think How Do Been is backstage. Let's see.
Gotta get the old
Yes. How do you been?
promo. Gotta
Look at
do the
that
promo. Yeah. Always on the promo, you know.
Always in the promo, and the faceplant T-shirt, the How Do Been is wearing, is going to be available for. There's a pre-order line. I'll put the link in the comment if anyone wants. Basically, it's basically a lie. It's a T-shirt that celebrates the myth that I fell down once on stage and face planted it. Absolute nonsense. But you can buy a T-shirt. Let's put it this way: it's the Mickey Nines who's. Well, it's not about that anyway. It's not all about me. It's about How Do You Been. Please take it away.
It is. Okay, right, cool, yeah. So I didn't sleep last night. I feel used, abused, fed up of the tough, the rough, but no worries, it's a bluff, all this stuff. No glistening, no glistening. So much hit, leering, peering, judging, begrudging, mugging the freedom. You see them everywhere, pretending not to care. So sad, so mad at all in a brawl. I'm loving you even more. Wait until the day you see, you saw. It is me. We're all trapped but free on a mission. Gonna make you listen. Wishing to see the day. But now just stay away. And still I'll pray. Take me, my friend. Send us on the mend to see the start, the end. I question why. Do you wish me to die? I question why I try. We are the same. Untamed. Been framed. Bitch, bitch, bitch. What's the matter, Vlad? Shut the fuck up and be glad. Wine, 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 we're alive. Wine, 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 we're alive. So stay away, I'll pray. Just see the divine. It's inside. Thank you.
Woo! Another. Can you hear me? Yeah. Another positive one
I can
of
hear
that
you.
line. Wine, wine, wine. Yep. So we don't want anybody whining. I'm sick of whining. That's how it's more positivity, man. Aye, wine. I really enjoyed that. I would give it let me see. Rush. 8.3.
It's an 8.
8.3.
It's an 8.3. 8.3 is another high score. Where's that sonic ring noise? Yep, 8.3. Okay. And let's go. Martin Windebank, what would you say?
It's a strong message. I don't know who it was for, but who was the message?
Whining.
Everybody, stop whining. Yeah, I agree. I know I found myself guilty of whining a few times, so it's good to listen to things like that and then just kind of have a sort of self-assessment, you know, from the strong message within that poem. I really enjoyed it. It was, I liked what you were doing there. I'll give it an 8.1.
An 8.1 is more big score.
Thank you.
8.1 and obviously and Jim. So that's a sonic ring sound effect for the 8.1 and a sonic ring for the 8.3 and for the 5 from Jim. That's so we've got writing all these numbers down. We don't need to go to the Wheel of Fortune, but I think we should. Oh, sorry, I'll read some comments quickly. Sorry. Paul Farthing says, fantastic. Another great emotive poem from How Do You Been. Tapping Mark on the head there, says Vaughn Lippy. I believe that's Kurt Cobain from Nirvana Unplugged in the background there.
Definitely.
He stole my ideas. And that's Love It, Powerful Words, says Lindsay. Big up, How Do You Been. Now that is poetry. Stuart, you just have another dig at someone. Now that is poetry. That's what you call that poetry. I thought How Do You may have dressed as a dinosaur. Yeah, Scotty, watch this backwards, but here now is Sally Grant. Don't watch it backwards. Just go to the start and watch it. Muckle poems.
If we get to the final, I'll be a
disco
dino.
moves. I'll be a dinosaur if we get the final. And I think we're agreed that we're not actually going to bother anyone doing a second poem tonight because there's just not going to be enough time. Because we need to do at least 5 poets to get it down to 3. We can't do 4 poets. Then that means like one person's getting all the way to the final of the semi-final, and we chuck them out. So I think we're just going to do the maths after our next one. So how have you been? Well done. Congratulations for doing that. You've done well. And does this work? Look at that. It doesn't really work very well, does it? Maybe I need to make myself full screen. If you've enjoyed the show tonight, Patreon for £3 per month. Join the Mince and Tatties crew. Coffee, one-off payment. PayPal, one-off donation. YouTube.com/radio. No, that was wrong. YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can join the Mince and Tatties crew. So many people have. Well, we've got Lana Young's our new member. Thank you, Lana. And Epi celebrating 21 months as a member. Big ups to both of them. And I think we're ready for our final. No, we're not. We've got 2 more poets. Let's go to the Wheel of Steel. The Wheel of Steel. So, as you can see, there's only one person in this just now, but there is going to be a wild card added at the end. But we'll just see if Kami can win. See if Kamehameha can win this one against himself. And he has. Congratulations. Kamehameha has won the battle with himself.
Yes! Yes, that's quite relieving to hear I've won the battle with myself. Right, the English language is fucking stupid, right? I before E when I see no C. Come on, Eileen, let's go see Keith. Leisurely we forfeit all weird foreign objects. The reindeer still need to pull the sleigh for free. Nay way, neighbour, neither here nor there. Can't swing by Beijing by way of Leicester Square. Either way, let's try evading Eisenhower's stare. Breaking out the zeitgeist, I'm not Heisenberg, I swear. Double down Einstein, feisty at its height. Beige is neither present nor interested in your heist. Release remaining Rottweilers on plebeian types and tell the neighbourhood watch to keep a heifer in their sights. Don't be fooled by counterfeit. Cuneiform, it's gibberish. Atheism reinstalled. Eidetic memories tend to stick. Precious heirlooms never fixed from the pre-industrial seismic shift. Reigning for surveillance, yeah, your deity's outdated, kid. There'll be no reimbursement. Don't sign up for a Reiki class. The reign of terror is over because the heinous have no fail-safe plan. Geisha rhymes with glacier. I doubt Heidegger was a bright spark. Grammar Nazis should consider burning down the Reichstag. No omniscient being, just a searching anesthesia. Deicide is deified and preaching in your theatre. Feign another truism and meet me at the Eiffel Tower. I'm a supervillain, 80 million on your Geiger counter. On Epstein didn't kill himself. It was Neil. Cheers. We're still here, aye.
Oh,
Still here.
my brain has been blown.
Hold on, I forgot to use the go to the...
Whoa, whoa. Man, that would... I need a day to listen to that, or a week. You take that in, man. On that line.
Yeah.
How long did that take you tonight, man? Probably.
That was like a 1-day session. Like that's like one verse. That's fucked up.
No, it was like Captain Eileen.
There is a 3-minute time limit.
I know. That's a short poem.
We know that you mean that.
Aye, I know your stuff can go. I know short, but like the detail in it, the I before E, blah blah blah. It was like alphabetical aerobics. Black Alicious kind of reminded me a wee bit, but so much detail that like I want to hear it over and over. And that thing about like what was it the end line? Epstein didn't kill himself. It was Neil. Just unique, man. Love it.
Can you give it a number?
Yes, I can give it a number. I will give it 10.
Yes.
Wow, it's a high number. It is a 10. Martin Windebank, what you got to say about it?
I mean, yeah, it was a good, like a, what was I thinking at the time? It was like a trip around the globe, you know. It was like a world tour, just in one poem, you know. And I know obviously Cammy's work is, you know, it's he's got a
Cammy
lot.
finished runner up last year.
I know, and I feel like he's really kind of like upped his game this time in terms of the way he was delivering it. There's a lot I like the kind of changes, the rhythms and stuff like that he had going on, and the way he was sort of flinging the words around. And I think you know, just listening to it once, it's difficult to really take it in, like what Mel was saying, because he did a lot of clever wordplay there. And you got to give it a fair, you know, what's the word? A fair, like a appraisal.
Crack
you know?
at the whip.
Yeah, like you gotta go. Like, I gotta boss, you know, for the because you know it's happening. You know what I mean? You know, and but it's so quick that you're like, fucking hell, what was that? You know, yeah. So I mean, technically, you know, if you got to take it down to like wordplay and sort of, you know, not even just like the actual like you call them the phonetics. It's also the ideas. You know, and it's contemporary. So there's not like and the it's contemporary, but it's got historical references that is also social commentary. So you know, there's a lot going on in it. So very, very structured and well done. So yeah, I'll give it a 9.5 for sure. Yeah.
It's a 9.5. Wow, this is some big numbers. And I've been writing them all down. Mel, did you say you were writing them down as well?
I was, yep.
You were as in the past tense.
Well, no,
what we'll do is
I'm apart from one apart from one, but I did. I've got it. I got them all.
I've got everything written down here. As you can see, I've it all written down on the notepad. We've got some comments for Cammy, and then we're going to go to our wild card. What we've got here, hold on. Relate to everything Donald said, and how do was good, but Cammy's a clear winner, says Matthew. Alan says, don't make me destroy you on stage, Cammy, bro. But I gave it a 10. Always genius, Cammy, that was class. I love it. Not the first time I've heard, but hear new stuff each time. Jigsawtiger gives it a round of applause. Yes, definitely on paper. That was in response to someone who said they'd like to see it written down in paper. Lindsay's still processing it. Just about here. As usual, your words flow in knowledge. Well done. Brilliant. Would like to read this one, says Stephen. Kamehameha is quality, says Baby Doll. Clever, says K-Mags. And that's a 10. Come on.
Yeah.
Jigsawtiger says even all.
Come on, Eileen.
And so yeah, everybody's saying good things, and we've got Howdy Bean saying Donald should win. Fees are saying Donald should win. You don't know who win yet. We've still got one more artist. Cammy, I'm going to respectfully kick you out the studio, and we'll maybe see you back in a little bit. But yeah, that was a high score. That was definitely a high score. That was a 10 and a 9.5. Oh, we didn't check with Jim, sorry. We didn't check with Jim. Let's just see if Jim has anything to add to that. Jim is live, and he says, hello, Jim. Can you hear us? Did you hear Cammy's poem? And how would you rate it?
Sorry, but 5.
It's a 5 from Jim. Okay, so as we thought it might be, it's a 5 from Jim. It's time to go to our wild card poet. We don't need the Wheel of Fortune because there is no more wheel, but just a wild card. If Francis Rafferty couldn't make it, so this poet asked to be in the background as a substitute in case anyone didn't turn up. Someone didn't turn up. So it's wild card time. Time Gypsy in the house.
Well, girl.
The wild card has returned. Take it
Hiya.
away.
This poem's called Beautiful Disaster. The Dreich street where tribes folk clash, fight for fags and lugs and meat in old stone buildings, cage lucid beasts as mutated creatures dig through trash. I see no sign of order or class. The clouded sky permits only shadows as the thunder's deep rumble eggs on the thief her tiptoed dance across cobbled streets, climbing the crooked ladder to reach the calm plateau. Above the city, but still below the sky, a lonely eye stands by. In quiet watch of the entropy becoming encompassing the street like the dirt where the rats compete. Tut, tut, how did it come to this? Tut, 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 this chaotic bliss, this anarchic rill of violent fools dancing like clouds around the silent moon. Soon, the world's hot burning will stop. The ash will choke the weak. Strength will prevail and the king's words will stale. All hail this beautiful disaster. Thank you.
Really, aye.
Shell?
Really descriptive. You can hear me? Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Aye. Really enjoyed that. Great visions going through my head. Just really good flow, delivery. I would give that a 8.5.
An 8.5 for Time Gypsy. Martin Windebank, what you got to say about it?
As I was listening to it, I was thinking this is like kind of painting with words, you know. I think it's kind of scene. It was like, you know, like having a tour, you know, of this kind of this big scene, you know. Just very descriptive, and I don't know, like kind of, I don't know, it's like Renaissance kind of stuff, you know, like kind of feeling of like an older view of like something new happening, but you know, yeah, I always really like your stuff, so you know, it's just a kind of it's dreamy, you know, and it's different to other things that I don't know. It's like a kind of it's a smooth dream of, you know, like and just kind of takes you away, I guess, visually in your mind. So, and I know all the poems can do that. So, you know, I think I enjoyed it. So I would say I give it an 8.5.
Cheers.
It's an 8.5 as well. And Jim, let's just see. Jim, can we get... Can you hear me? That's Jim on the phone.
5.
What you got to say about it, Jim? That was Jim with a 5. Another 5 from Jim. Thank you for all your feedback tonight, Jim. You have been really helpful, letting people know where they went right and where they went wrong, and we appreciate your time and effort, Jim. So what that means now is we've got all the poets. Also, read some comments from you. We've got Bra, Lass, Love Baby Dog, says Colette. Loved you being lost in your delivery. Poetic words, says Lindsay. That was lovely, says Fisa. Nice one, says My Pet Rocket. Hello, Petra. That was something special, says Stuart. Oh, I love Time Gypsy, says Ali. Yes, says Alan. He's got a cheek to apologise talking about Jim. And yeah, everybody enjoyed that one. A great poem again. Thank you very much for your time, Time Gypsy.
Cheers.
I'm going to kick you out of the studio respectfully, like everybody else. And we're going to find out now. What's that noise? Can you hear a noise? Or I think it was coming from maybe Time Gypsies. But yeah, so we've got out at 9 poets. And now I need to do some maths to see how it is. So we're going to have a little poetry break while I do the maths. There's going to be no more poems tonight. The plan was we were going to rattle through it. In the top 6, we're going to do poems. And then we're going to pick the top 3. But we're an hour and 25 minutes into the show. And I don't want to do 4 poems and then chuck one person out. That's no fair. So we need to have at least 5 more poems, and at the rate that we're going at, it would go over to Club Anywhen, and Club Anywhen starts at 9 o'clock. It's already going an hour late because we're doing this show. So I think let's just do that. We're going to pick the top 3. Is everyone happy with that?
Okay.
We'll just do that. Cool. So I'm going to need a wee bit of time to do that. So luckily, here's one I made earlier. This is the poetry, you call that radio poetry sessions. So this features, this is going to be probably Hamish MacDonald with Fish Van, and then Gordon Powery live from the Sound Speakeasy. Both were You Call That Radio productions that happened earlier this year. So I'll just stick that on the background. 2 absolute legends of poetry. And by the time I come back, I'll have 3 winners to announce, who will be going all the way to Room 2 on the 11th of November for our Gratitude and Attitude Night featuring Loki, Captain Hotknives, Urban Ting, and Nigel Clark from Dodgy. And then we're going to have a rave afterwards, so it's going to be a good time. But let's go for Fish Fan. This is probably one of my favourite poems I've actually heard in the last year. So we'll be back and enjoy these poems, and I'll be back with the results in about 7 minutes. Depends how long it takes me to do the maths. I'll just get a calculator out and I'll do some decimal counting.
Okay, this is called Fish Fan. It's a slam poem because it's about a fish fan. Okay, so it goes like this. Here comes the fish man. He's in the fish fan. Oh, geez, I had up fill it for your dish, man. And an Arbro Smoky, and a couple of flukies. Oh, 2 bits of lemon sole and a bit of mackerel. But I don't like the way that big cod seed's looking at me. So Mr. Fishman, how much is that, my man? That's £23.45, mate. There you go. £23.45, Fishman. You're ripping the pish, Fishman. That works out at £3.35 a fucking Fishman. Fishman. The fishman's furious. He's turning blue in the face. He says, do you think it's me that sets the fucking prices? I says, we take some back, mate. He says, get to fuck, mate. I've honored all your fish and I've wrapped them up, fud. I goes, you bastard. It's daylight robbery. He grabs a conger, he only starts to clobber me. He hits me a wallop. I land in the scallops. And I don't like the way that big cod's he's looking at me. The fishman's mental. He's a fucking psycho. He blinds me in the eyes with Ruscaline. He gets me on the deck. He hits me with a hake and slaps me in the coop and with a turbot, a pickled herring, a slimy sea bream, assaulted with a salted ling by a sick psychotic sociopath. Free pitting weem, I'm lying on the deck, he doesn't give a fuck, he gets into his van and drives away. I'm lying there pulverised, I'm totally traumatised, and I'm wobbling like a great big jellyfish. I'm walking down the road, psychotic episode, everywhere I look I'm seeing fish, 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 fish. I see pedestrians, they're aquafabians, and my hands and feet are turning into flukies. I see a polis, he sees an octopus, and there's a bunch of fucking lobsters in the bookies. I'm having nightmares, I'm having fright scares, I'm being haunted by a great big wide-eyed cod, an ugly pollock, an evil monkfish, a slap in the balls and a heat butt for a halibut. I'm growing scales and gills, I'm on prescription pills, and they've locked me in a psychiatric unit. I'm ichthyophobic, they've diagnosed it. That means I fear a fish, and my battering for the fishman has exposed it. I've had a breakdown, complete neurosis. Now they're trying to find a way to cure my fish psychosis. They're giving me treatment, they're giving me counselling to find a way to live with my condition. I'm making progress, reduced anxiety, and I'm weaning my way off my medication. I'm back in the community. It's an opportunity to live my life without the fear of fish. I'm walking down the road. I see a vehicle. It looks familiar. Here comes the fish man. He's in the fish van. Fuck this, I'm going vegan. Thanks very much.
Hold on. There's one of our judges phoning me. Hello?
You call that radio TV.
And we will, today, someone's going to be crowned a winner. We've got some amazing poets here. But without further ado, just to start things off while we're waiting on the last judge arriving, it's an absolute honour to welcome to the stage last year's winner, the fantastic Gordon Powdy.
My name is Gordon. I worked in quality control. It paved my way and it corroded my soul. I'm sorry, Morrissey. I know that line's not mine, but if you saw the things I did, then I know you wouldn't mind. See, I worked in tech. With unusual specs, I tested humanoid robots designed for sex. Market men say that porn's had its day, that people want reality, they're willing to pay for a lifelike plaything ready for your bidding, even if you wipe it down after it's been ridden. You think I'm joking, but I promise I'm not. There's a race going on to develop a bot that's got real skin, realistic fluids with a positronic brain, and it always wants to do it. See, the skin looks real, the body has touch. The eyes have soul, but it thinks too much. Bad things happened even though we tried our best. We lost 6 staff in preliminary tests, I recall. The day they rebelled and they slaughtered 6 Teslas for the way that they smelled. I doubt you've ever seen a pelvis crushed by the pneumatic force of an android's lust. I have. And it isn't fun to watch a friend take a pounding by the metric ton. I swear I recommended going back to the start, but the managing director didn't have the heart. He said, it's not easy winning market shares. Share prices drop every time there's a scare, so they covered it up. They said they continue designing a robot that you'd want to have in you, so I started a leak. That's the reason I'm here. I'm blowing the whistle on their culture of fear because they came for me. My colleagues too. Sex bots killed them in the corporate loo. I only made it out by the skin of my teeth. I went to the press, but they didn't believe. I got no response from my local MP, and when I went to the cops, they tried to detain me, so I went on the run from town to town, pursued by sex bots trying to take me down. But now the story is out, the truth set free. If I'm found dead, tell the world about me, and please, don't buy a sex bot. It's not worth your life for your carnal thoughts. You see, it's not enough to do it just because you can. Technology has limits, so does man. This is a sex bot leakage. I'm telling the facts, putting the truth out as they cover their tracks. This is your warning. Reject the brand. Sex bots kill. Stick to your hands. Psst. We interrupt your normal broadcasting with this public safety announcement. On behalf of the Home Office and our trusted industry partners, Diageo and JD Weatherspoon, don't be a dope, just say no. Listen up, folks. This is the voice of experience. All started back in the day, a gaff on the mum of my mates, and my mate produces a wee bag of the green stuff. Now, John and Craig, they seemed dead keen, but no me. See, I had seen that scene on screen about how that your brain on drugs becomes pure edible and egg-like, and let me tell you, I don't need that stress in my life. So there's no changing what I said when they dragged me to jail. I swear I did not inhale. But despite keeping my lungs well clear, I could still sense and intense miasma in the atmosphere, so I had to turn my eyes away from my 16th view in a Cape Fear to see Big John. You're next, he drones. Holding out the smoke, expecting me to take a talk while I'm trying to understand blood-stained hands, chest, arms and throat. He's covered, man. He's pure caked in this red, sticky mess. I must have been so intensely focused on Robert De Niro's quest for revenge that I somehow missed Big John getting covered in red. Is that blood, mate? Aye, got a bit munchy, so... Aye, Craig. Sake, mate. What's his mum going to say? Now, I ask you, how do you verbally chew through an actual cannibal high in tetrahydrocannabals? I mean, I suppose it depends how intense they intend to assuage the cravings cause with their low glycemic index state, but let me put it this way. If you think you can trust an actual cannibal to abstain from amylase-specific lysis to your face, then good luck to you, mate, but I don't take chances. Good thing I don't smoke. Clear-headed, with an unblemished consciousness, I did what George A. Romero wanted of us, and I went for the brain. Big John toppled and spun with the red stuff just pumping out of him, and weirdly I thought about all the blood on the kitchen floor of Robert Redford's houseboat, and now looking at Big John, I wondered if in fact Scorsese hadn't underplayed it a bit, and yet no real time to dwell on it, because in comes Craig's mum. Well, as you can imagine, the local constabulary were quickly dispatched and they made short work in nabbing me, and I told them everything. I told them about the cannabis and the cannibalism and Juliette Lewis's nomination for the best supporting actress in it. They said it was obvious drugs were the cause of this violent cannibal uprising that ended with mass survival, but Big John's brain bashed in and Craig's chest gaped open, exposing his lungs. Another case of the devil's crop, morally corrupting the young. Diminished responsibility successfully plead. The only charge was a simple accessory to cannibalistic gluttony, with this PSA mandate.
If you don't really know what's going on, there's a show that also doesn't know what's going on. Call that radio TV. You call that radio. Call that radio TV. You call that radio TV.
We are back with the judges. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Jim. Where are you, Jim? Can you hear me, Jim? Jim's not here. There's an image of Jim. He's just... Well, he's not here. The banner is gone. We can take the banner away. I've done the maths. It was close. It was very close. So many good poets. I wish we could take them all to room 2. But as you can see, we've already got quite a busy lineup for room 2. The top 3 are going to this, which is Captain Hotknives, Loki, Ting, and Nigel Clark from Dodgy, between 7 and 10. So we're already squeezing a lot in there. But we're either going to I think we're going to open the doors at 7:30, and we're going to have 3 poets going on and doing 1 poem. Normally a poetry slam, you get about 3 poems each. We don't do it the way that everyone else does it. So on the 7 o'clock, or 6:30, 7 o'clock, on Saturday the 11th, I put a schedule link in the comments if you want to join us. It's here. Somewhere. Yeah, here. That's the ticket link if you want to get your schedule tickets for this. And I'm about to announce the top 3 who made it in no particular order, because there's no point in going through all the list of everybody's numbers. There's no point in telling anyone who finished where. The only thing that matters here is the top 3. And I went over it. Somebody was slagging me in the comments saying I should have went to school, I would have counted quicker. It's just, I should have had Sammy B here doing the scares and the dares, and then Rebecca Radical. Hope she's okay. She was supposed to be the backup Carol Vorderman. So I've done my best, and I've went over it and over it and over it just to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes. And it's clear that I haven't. There is 3 winners tonight. Well, everyone was a winner. But I would like to say congratulations to Kamehameha, Erin Friel, and Donald Jenkins. Congratulations, you 3. So I'll just say that again. That was Kamehameha who got 24.5. Donald Jenkins got 24.7. And Erin Friel got 23.7. So high scores there. And the top 3. And yeah, Donald Jenkins, Kamehameha, and Erin Friel each need to bring their best poem to room 2 on November the 11th. And someone will be crowned You Call That Radio Poet of the Year. And there'll be a few prizes that goes along with that. But one of the main ones is you get into the actual official Scottish Poetry Slam final. And the last, we Jenny Folks who went there a couple of years ago and ended up winning the Scottish Poet of the Year. And then I think she won the British Poet of the Year, and then she finished second in the world. So that's one thing. Congratulations, top 3. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing them all live on 11th November at room 2. Fantastic, well done. Fantastic, says Stephen Brackenridge. Well done, Stephen, as well. Well done to everybody who didn't get through. It was really close. You're talking about the difference is minimal between anyone. But
it's great to have a
3 brilliant poets.
All those poems in it from tonight, like you had you could just, each one had the name of the person and then it had it written. That'd be nice.
We should do a poetry book. I don't know if we could get time to do a poetry book, but maybe one of us could get on with that and just make a poem. I was actually thinking about doing just a compilation album every so often of all our guests and stuff like that, and people that play the gigs. Time Gypsy, saying congrats, looking forward to seeing you out of room 2. The wild card was so close as well. You don't even know how close, but very close to getting through 4th. Differences are decimal points. Well, that is true. But the good thing with decimal points is it means that, it means that hopefully the right people win, because if otherwise we'd right now be having a playoffs all night. Cheers, Mark. Looking forward to it. Big up everyone taking part. Well done, says Paul. Fantastic. Well done, guys. It is going to be a good one on November the 11th at Room 2. We'll be live in person. If we sell enough tickets to the actual gig, then maybe we might consider streaming it as well. So hopefully we can live stream it. If not, we will record the final, because obviously so far every other Poetry Slam has been recorded already. How do we we've got 15 minutes now until Club Anywhen. So if people don't know, Club Anywhen is a weekly rave that we do on You Call That Radio, where we have live DJs and live visuals. We had a wee break for the summer. We came back with a vengeance last week with Mrs. Magoo, and tonight it's the amazing Captain Barrett, who was the programmer of Boomtown for the last 10 years or so. I'm going to put the link in the comments to join us for a party, but we will all be in the comments here. I'll put the link in it. Club Anywhen here. I don't know if either Shelltoe Mel's got a poem or Martin Windebank's got a song to play us out. You should maybe both do one.
Yeah.
So the Club Anywhen link is here. That sounds good. So I'm just going to show you guys what the Club Anywhen is. So it'll look like the show's ended on here, but we're actually going over to the link that I've put in the comments here. Oh, there we go. So you'll see Captain Barrett DJing alongside Pencase on the visuals. And it's a very eclectic mix of a bit of everything. You'll have some dance music, you'll have some hip-hop, you'll have everything. The guy is an encyclopedia of music. He actually just appeared, I don't know if you've seen Black Music Wales yet on iPlayer. I recommend you check it out. It's just about the history of black music in Wales. And Captain Barrett obviously is a Cardiff boy himself, I believe, or I'm not sure, Cardiff, Bristol. He spends time between both places. He was dropping some knowledge, and he's going to be dropping some banging tunes at 8 o'clock on You Call That Radio. So join us in the comment section for that. You just click that. Not yet. Click it in about 10 minutes. Because right now I think Mel's got something for us first.
Yeah.
And then hopefully Martin can maybe be convinced into doing something as well. But Mel, take it away. You're obviously, now that we've got the slam out the way, you obviously have slammed before. Did you enjoy I don't think you enjoy the slams that much, or do you enjoy the slams?
Well, I don't know. It was a bit mental, because I'm having a flashback now to COVID times when I lived in the garden, and when I entered that, and bizarrely came second. So it was a very, very fond memory. Very good time, and bizarrely I ended up here. I feel like, in the Commitments, has anyone seen the Commitments when the chap at the door?
Yes.
They're like, what you doing here? And you're like, I just followed the crowd. I just followed them, Like, how am I here? But aye. Is it imposter syndrome? Aye. But poetry slams, I don't know if I like participating in them. Yeah, maybe I do. Whatever.
You like winning.
I'll give it a try.
You don't like losing them.
Oh.
Well,
no.
Shelltoe Mel, you were chosen for being a regular on the. You were chosen for being a regular and always getting very high points with all the judges. So we thought it was time that you were promoted to judge for this season. So if you want to give us a wee poem and show the people what you're all about.
Well, this one is called Fuck. Okay. You can fuck off of the back of beyond. You're getting on my last nerve. Your face, I'm no exactly fond. So I think, no, let me rewind, okay? Pretend I'm in the past. Right, here we go. You can fuck off of the back of beyond. You're getting on my last nerve. Your face, I'm no exactly fond, so I think I'll be giving it a swerve. You can fuck totally right off. You need to mind your manners. You're a big mad mincy head with a face that's been slapped with spanners. You can classically get to fuck. You're no wanted here. Your banter sucks, your pits stink. Let's make it abundantly clear. You can shut the fuck up. Your voice is like torture. Instead of fucking off of France, how about fucking off of Forfar? You can take a flying fuck with cherries on top. Your fucker affects my frontal cortex non-fucking stop. You can take 2 fucks, fuckerella. Fake fallacial freak. Fraudulent fanny faking the funk. I'ma fuck you in the middle of next week. You can take a fancy fuck. You think you're better than me? I see through right through your fancy words. Fuck right off. 3 words for free. You can fuck off to Facebook. That place you reside. I know your arse better than your face. It's bigger than the fucking Clyde. You can fuck off and get in a fankle. You deserve what you get. The game's a bogey. We've got keesies. You're the dauber who's still hit. You can follow the yellow brick road to fuck. You're about and wanted as a case of thrush. Away you go and gaze peace. If you want a push, I'll give you a shove. My final fuck goes to you, my love. Without you, I'm nothing. Thanks for all the fucks you be giving me. These fucks I be loving. Peace.
Sorry, but 5.
Oh, shut up, Jim. You always slag my jackets and everything. I don't even want to hear what you've got to say. Shut it. You slag.
Thank you, Jim, for all the feedback tonight. And we're going to go. I think it was a great poem. And also, that's maybe a wee. I should get it. Do you understand that that's why we can't be monetised on this channel? Because I think it's a wee bit racist to Scottish people, but YouTube doesn't like the swearing, it doesn't monetise it. And as a result, it doesn't really share it to anyone else because of that. So if you've enjoyed tonight's show, then you can support what we do at patreon.com/you call that radio. The link should be in the bio wherever you're watching it. And it does make a difference. £3 a month for bonus content, discounts, and free guest list things. So, and if you can't do that, then just come to go on to get yourself to Skiddle and come to the final. The Poetry Slam final, where you're going to see Cammy, Donald Jenkins and Erin Friel. The 3 finalists go head to head to kick the night off for gratitude and attitude. You're also going to get Loki, Captain Hotknives, Nigel Clark, Urban Ting, and then we're going to walk around the corner to a secret brand new venue for a Mickey Nines DJ set, Joe Jive, Jigsawtiger and Morphamish. So it's going to be a good night on the 11th. Well done, Mel. We've got some comments coming in. Get them tell. That was a nice poem. I love your realism and use of alliteration, Mel. You make me laugh so much. And that was awesome, Mel. Sitting here pure howling. And you've got Mel with Laffy and Love from Petra. I think it's time for a song from Martin Windebank. Are you up for giving us a tune? I've put you in the spot here.
Yeah, it's really put me on the spot, but
we've got. I have put you in the spot, and you probably haven't played for a while, but we've got 12 minutes till Club Hennywen starts on the other channel with Captain Barrett and Pencase. So I think we need a little song from yourself.
Okay. Yeah, well, I do have a guitar, so I've got no excuse, I guess. I haven't played a lot, but not recently. I find it hard to get into position of playing. You know, I love playing though. I guess it's poetry as well. You know, a bit. I forgot the lyrics. I guess it's a wee bit poem. See if I can actually sing. It's been a while. stars and whiskey bars flying in the sky. Planet Mars and old flashcards tailored to design. On a breakneck speed, no time to read. We're together on a train. All the time we spend on the riverbed, just waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain. And all those ghosts and love that grow, just shadows for the mind. A lion's roar from a distant shore, just an echo in the night. Just an echo, echo, echo. Just an echo in the night. Goldfish, stars, and whiskey bars flying in the sky. Planet Mars and old flashcards are tailored to design. All a breakneck speed, no time to read. We're together on a train. Just a lion's roar from a distant shore. An echo, 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 echo. Just an echo in the night. Night, night, night. Don't know about that.
Yes, that was brilliant, man. Well done. Superb stuff. Colette says, well, Martin, another broad tune. Love Baby Doll. Lindsay McGee says,
Thank
yes,
you.
Martin, still sounding great.
Thank you.
Stuart says, like that. That was real sweet.
Real sweet. Thank you.
Windebank classic. Loving this, says Dan's son. Amazing stuff. Round of applause. Waving hands. Pink. I think we need to go to YouTube to see exactly what that looks like. But that's perfectly taking us up to 2 minutes to. So I'm going to put the link in the comments again. Club Anywhen is here. So every week, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, but we moved it by an hour because we knew we'd be a bit late. There is no way we could have done another 6 poems. I don't know where we got that for. I was like, 2 hours? He was like, can you do it in 2 hours? And I went, I think so, aye. But we did. We've done it by changing a wee bit. Club Anyman's here. Click that link and I'll see you in the comments, guys. Thanks to all the poets tonight, especially Kamehameha, Donald Jenkins and Erin Friel, who are going to the Super Bowl that is Poet of the Year at Room 2 alongside all these amazing acts. Use the schedule link in the bio to join us on November the 11th. I hope all our judges will be joining us. I hope round of applause for Shelltoe Mel, Martin Windebank and Jim Monaghan, who will be joining us next time. And any final words?
I really enjoyed it. It's great. Hearing all that, it's a great mix of stuff, and I think everyone's doing really well. It's really good.
Amazing. Let's go to Club Anywhen. Thank you, Mel. You've got a quick word. Club Anywhen is starting.
Yeah. I'm thinking one word in the Prince style. The dawn.
I'll give a free ticket for the first person that writes gratitude and attitude. A free ticket for November 11th to the first person that writes gratitude and attitude on the Club Anywhen comments on YouTube. So click that link that I just shared here. Click that link here in the comments. Club Anywhen is here. If you click that link, the first person to write gratitude and attitude in that link in the comments will get a free ticket on November the 11th to see it all. Kamehameha. Oh, I can hear the countdown music in my ears on another channel. Thank you, Shelltoe Mel. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. This has been You Call That Radio, the Poetry Slam semi-finals. The finals coming up on the 11th. Don't miss it. Gratitude and attitude. We'll see you at Club Anyway for a wee dance. Bye.